Hey everyone, guitar enthusiasts, YouTubers, Facebook friends. This is another Andy's free guitar video charts lesson for charts number, it's 83B up to almost 85. So that's about 3 charts. So you can see why we have to have a lesson. Or as I learned this wonderful guitar method, I don't get too far ahead of you. Not that I'd get ahead of any one person, myself included, but that we would, have a problem with where is the coherence of the lessons going. So let's say you just lost the last 10 lessons and went 10 lessons back, obviously, and came to this day. Obviously, there'd be something missing, and I'd have too much reviewing to do. So where I am as a guitarist is always good, and that's what's always been something I've loved about the guitar. That except when I was like first starting to learn chords, I had some problems. My fingers started to hurt and things like that. Trying to press the notes down for the E note, the E chord, A, and then the G chord. Probably I couldn't figure that out anyway, right? And C. And the D chord. But as it turns out, that's 5 different keys that, a lot of people play them together. If I put the capo on my guitar here, then it's like a normally tuned guitar like yours. A lot of people, play these chords together, but really you have to realize that there's actually 5 different keys in the 5 simple chords. There's C, there's A, there's G, there's E, and there's D. I think I caught that bottom string there. That's a low A, and if you're playing a D, it's not bad. It's just doubling the 5th. So you want to use that instead of strumming. It'd be like hitting too many notes on the piano, but yet within that same key. It's like if almost. A harsh example of it would be, hey, I have this C major scale here, but what if I just start hitting too many chords at once? It doesn't sound, you lose control to where the music's going. So let's get started. We've talked about this chart before, and I want to talk about this wonderful, well, maybe we haven't. We'll talk about this little chart before. I call it a chart. You know what? It's just a diagram. The chart itself is the whole chart. So we've talked about the inversion. Alright, so we've got the major scale inversions, and intervals. Intervals in between notes. Inversion is an arrangement of a chord. Root 3-5, 3-5 root, 5 root 3, 3-5 root up top again. I just said root 3-5 up top again. Gotta catch myself with that. Now, a wonderful rule says right here, I don't even have to read it, that when you start a arpeggio from any chord, any tritone, on the guitar. Alright, it could be minor, could be major. It could be first inversion minor. It could be second inversion major. No matter what it is, according to this is one of these Andy rules, but it's really just happens to be true, that when you start, say this is the first 3 strings from the bottom. So this is string 1, 2, 3 right here. This is string 2, 3, 4. This is string 3, 4, 5. And this is string 4, 5, 6. Warp. Okay, so 6 being the higher string. I know it's backwards, but it doesn't matter. I went through engineering school and I had one teacher that wanted to teach you everything backwards, and I didn't really finally ever really understand electron movement until I studied electron movement. So electron movement is the opposite of the direction of the current, and you know, so that's kind of weird. And today, even today, I still don't understand. You know, having spent a lot of my life in an electrical engineering school, I still don't understand why you disconnect the negative of a battery when you're going to work on a car. You know, I would think disconnect the positive, but you know, it doesn't matter. The point is, I've explained, you know, that I'm going to treat this as string 1. It's not that bad, you know, because it's way down here. So this would be like the low octave 1, octave 2, octave 3, octave 4, octave 5, and my stapler. Okay, what I want to say is, on these 3 strings, if you start any of these chords, major or minor, on the bottom 3, you're going to go through these inversions and end up with the same chord on the top. Second inversion is going to be on the top 3 strings. Whether it's warped or not, it's going to be the same chord. So C major, okay, then first inversion, then second inversion with a warped third, and then third, and then root again. So we started here. See? No matter what you start on, let's say we'll do like, can we do a D minor, first inversion, F, A, D. So it's, was that an F? Yeah, we're going to start on F. Oh wow, I didn't know we were going to start on F. I'd have to remove the capo on my guitar, which just goes 2 whole steps lower. So it's F, A, D, D, F, F, A, D. Wow. F, A. First inversion. See, what I was doing there was, see, I didn't take it up to the, you know, what looks like an F6, okay? That's it. Same thing. Started where? Right here. I must be asleep today. I am trying to get this lesson going. So, it's a very important rule to remember that no matter what inversion you start on the bottom, excuse me, you get that same inversion on the top 3 strings. Only the top 2 strings in that inversion shape will be warped up a half step because of the tuning warp, right? Because of the tuning warp. Okay, so it's only a third. If they were